I love gazpacho soup. What's not to love about it? Southern Spanish comfort food. It's served chilled in the warm weather months. It's chock full of vegetables, primarily tomatoes. And I thought, hey, why not just skip the blender and make a delicious chopped salad? So that's what we're going to do today. Start by making the really, really flavorful vinaigrette. So I've grated on a microplane zester 1 clove of garlic. Use your finger or a spatula, get all of it out of the microplane zester. I love grating garlic like this really finely because it fully incorporates into your vinaigrette. To that, add 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. This is gonna add a nice amount of heat and kick, but it's also gonna help emulsify our vinaigrette. Add 1 tablespoon of sherry vinegar. Now you could use another vinegar here like champagne or white wine, but sherry vinegar really gives this salad its signature taste. So definitely seek it out if you can. Season with a pinch of salt and pepper. And whisk in 1/3 cup extra virgin olive oil. You can already smell that sherry vinegar. It is activated and ready to go. Nice and emulsified. This is the time to use your higher quality olive oil if you have one. This is such a simple salad, you really want all the flavors to shine. Just give this a taste. Oh man, that's good. Okay, we'll just set this over here to the side. These are all the components of our salad. We have the tomatoes, bell pepper, cucumber, bread, and onion. So let's start with the bell pepper here. I'm using a yellow bell pepper. You could use a red if you'd like. The yellow and the orange I find to be just a little bit more sweet. So we'll start by taking out the stem end and then quarter each side and remove the seeds. So the idea for this salad is that it's a chopped salad. We can keep things kind of on the coarse side. That adds a nice texture, crunch. We're looking for about 1-inch size chunks. These are all ready to go. We'll just sort of push those off to the side. Now for a fun cooling component, 1 mini cucumber here. You could also use about 1/4 of a regular size cucumbers, but these are pretty readily available now. And slice into about 1/2-inch moons. The idea is that all these vegetables should be able to fit on a forkful pretty comfortably. Got those. Right, now it's tomato time. I'm using a Campari style tomato. These are also sometimes labeled cocktail. And the reason I like using these is that the skin to seed and flesh ratio is what I'm looking for in this salad. So they're not super juicy, say like a beefsteak, but they don't have a tremendous amount of skin, say like a cherry tomato. This is the perfect ratio for me. And I think tomatoes are probably the star of the show, and you should definitely be making this salad at the height of tomato season. Big finish, last tomato. The reason I like cutting this crosswise is that you get all the components of the tomato in one bite. Last but not least, we have 2 slices of rustic bread that are just nicely toasted. And slice this into about 1/2-inch cubes. So gazpacho is traditionally thickened with a little bit of bread or almonds. So this is like a really nice little crouton. It also helps soak up all the delicious juices and vinaigrette. I have my palette, my blank slate ready to go. Let's start with tomato. So I mentioned earlier this is often made with almonds, but you can serve this with some really delicious Marcona almonds on the side. I think it makes a really awesome cocktail hour addition. So this is the type of salad I want to eat when it's really hot out in the summer, and I also don't feel like spending a lot of time in the kitchen. So you can prepare this salad and then you can just open up a can of sardines. If you had some grilled shrimp around, that would be awesome too. When all these vegetables are at their peak, what's better than a super colorful salad like this? So I'm using 1/4 cup of red diced onion. You can also use sweet onions if you see them in the market. Interesting thing that I did here, took the edge off the onion a little bit. I soaked it in ice water for about 10 minutes and then drained it. So when you're using raw onions like this, sometimes it's nice just to kind of mellow out their flavor. That's what the ice water bath really helps do. Sprinkle those in. And we're gonna add our bread cubes. Nice and seedy and craggy. All right, so everyone's here. Let me just give it a quick season. Salt, a little bit more pepper, and then drizzle with the vinaigrette. Okay. Over we go. So this is the type of salad, personally, I would want to let stand for about 10 minutes or so. I think it's really just gonna make all the flavors meld a little bit better. If you can't wait, you can dig right in. Oh, this looks so good. So fresh. Love seeing all these different colors. I think we are nicely tossed here. Let's give it a try. So you have all the wonderful flavor, color, freshness of gazpacho, but we didn't have to get the blender out. What's better than that? Can't wait for you guys to try this.